Welcome everybody, it's Travis from Tpull's Corner, and we are heavily into the week of frustration, where the frustration is hopefully for our opponent and not us. It's based on the decks that we're choosing to display in play. And this one is a combination of unsubstantiation and mutate. So the basic idea is that we're going to mutate our creatures, and if we need to save them, instead of losing 2 or 3 mutated all into one, we can bring them all back up into our hand, or we can do things like use Pouncing Shore Shark to return their creatures to their hands, and that'll give us the sort of tempo that we need to hit them with ours while their creatures are indisposed or coming back down. So we've got, quick overview, 30 creatures, 24 lands, heavy on the creatures, 4 of the mysterious eggs that we can put stuff down on, 3 frantic inventories to dig through our deck, 4 Pollywog Symbiotes to make it easier to cast the mutate spells, 1 Test of Talents to counter an instant or sorcery spell, and that actually lets us dig through their library for any number of cards that have the same name. So if they have 4 copies of the spell, we'll get rid of 4 copies with 1 spell. 3 copies of Unsubstantiate, and we can use it on them or their creatures or our creatures. A little bit of removal, Scorching Dragonfire. Divide by 0 to get us into our sideboard, where we have Environmental Sciences to dig us out lands, Expanded Anatomy to help our creatures out, Elemental Summering for 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token, or Mercurial Transformation or Teaching of the Archaics. That's the sideboard. Sea Dasher Octopus. We can mutate him over or under. When they deal combat damage to a player, we get to draw a card. Lord Dracus to return target instants or sorceries from our graveyard. So I like this because we can take things like Test of Talents, Frantic Inventory, Unsubstantiate, and we can bring them back and reuse them. Mythos of Illuna. We don't have green, so I'm not bothering to try and have it fight creatures. I just want to create a copy of a target permanent if I like it. Porcuparrot, where you can mutate and it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of times this creature is mutated. So if I mutate it for a 3rd time, I get to deal 3 points of damage to something. Evercool Phoenix. When this creature mutates, you get to create a feather, and whenever Phoenix gets thrown to the graveyard, you could sacrifice the feather and return it back from the graveyard straight to the battlefield. Dreamtail Heron, a little flying going on. When they mutate, you draw a card. 3 of the Pouncing Shore Sharks. Cloud Piercer, this one is costs 4 to mutate, but it has reach, so we can defend against flyers. And I got 4 of those. And 1 Practical Research to draw 4 cards. And we discard 2 unless it's an instant or a sorcery card. And 2 of the big guys, Archipelago. It's Leviathan, and whenever he mutates, you tap up to X target creatures, depending on how many times you've mutated your creature. That's the deck. We're going to take it out for a spin and see how it works. As always, hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, share the video with somebody who likes Magic. Thanks. This is not ideal. You would have to give me one of the most powerful cards in my deck first, wouldn't you? Against a really fast Knight deck. Great. Alright, you might be just fast enough. This is kind of strange to me. I would expect deck showing Venerable Knight to be much faster than this. Out of all the things you can do, now is when you ramp. What in the world? I'd say good game, except that was not a good game. That's an interesting name, opponent. Makes me slightly uncomfortable. Except I can't really say that I'm going to enjoy beating you, because that could also sound kind of weird given your name. And you might like it too much. But that's the kind of day we're going to have, I guess, here on Magic Arena. Okay, we won the last match, so Magic is going to starve me of any land for this one and make sure I lose. And pummel me with 4/4 lands. New attacks. We'll just send you on up. And what do we want? We want one of these. That may be a mistake. I probably should have gone to get more land. I was thinking what I needed to block the creature trees, but I don't have enough of that yet. Okay, I've got a flash, so you can go back up too. Didn't take the bait, wanted to take out the carry tid at the same time. Okay, but the fact is that we have the momentum, unless they have something to destroy us right now. They do have a lot of stuff there. Snowland, so copying that's not going to do me any good. Trying to figure out what I could copy here. I guess we'll just do this. Put it under. It goes up by 1/1. We'll throw you back up. And attack. And I need 6 to mutate that puppy. Now the pummeling with the land starts. Okay, what do we want to do? Create a blocker. You got 2 of those? That's irritating. Your forest was tapped, good for me. So that gives me 5. This is not enough to bring that down and do something in the meantime. I could use that as a blocker. Man, I need like a whole extra turn here. 10, 3. All right. Should make him attack with everything here. Now you don't have enough to send a tree after me. You already laid down a land, right? Yeah, he's gonna be tapped, isn't he? Or no, you used... Okay, you used the other thing. Use the Caryatid. Never mind, you got plenty. But these guys don't have trample. Pass to blockers. Block you. And then unsubstantiate you. You know, you're already a spirit. How much more unsubstantiated can you get? You build up a nice, impressive, big armada of an army. But he forgot one of the basics of Magic the Gathering. You kind of need to defend against the air. One flyer is all I needed. And that's why it's useful for me to get at least one copy of Unsubstantiate during these battles. Alright, we've got both colors and we've got an egg upon which we can mutate all the others. So that's what I call a good start. Except they get a 2/2 already. That's not good. What else can we get here? Another land. Need something a little cheaper than my most powerful card. That's going to be a while before I can get him out. We'll block that. Is it worth it? Yeah. Rotate over. Becomes a 3/4. Get my other card back. Now I got a guard dog. They were able to ramp and scale it up. Let's see, what do we do next? X to the target number of times we have mutated. I like it. We'll go over. I don't get to return an instant or sorcery, but that's fine. Hey! Oh, I got a tap. I thought it was something that happened automatically. You quit already? Wow! I did not expect you to fold quite so easily, my friend. So much for Sprungbruck. Where's my blue? Whatever. There's my blue. What else can we get? My most expensive card. Great. Thanks for nothing. A little bit early on the draw there. And that gives us a bit of a problem. We kind of need to get back on the board quick. And just hope that he doesn't have another removal. Okay, let's see. Put you over. Return to my hand. And now we'll keep what we got, I guess. If he has something like a rabbit bite or something, we're still looking pretty grim. Where is my other island? Do I really have to spend a whole turn doing absolutely nothing? This could be disaster. He's not attacking. Why not? And I missed my land again. There's not a whole lot to do here. They're not missing any land drops. It's turn 7 and I've got 4 lands. Yeah, they had exactly the right mix of creatures and removal. This is one of those classic cases. I guess I'll keep this in here just to demonstrate, but you know what you got? Target you. Give me 7/7, or does it start over at 4/4? Starts over at 4/4. Not enough. Yeah, just no lands given. Can't really stop anything like that. Okay, just because they're doing this to me on the land, we'll get rid of one mountain and we'll add another Fabled Passage, so we have another chance at getting the land that we want, the right color when we need it. It's always a struggle to try and find exactly the right mix of what types of lands you want to make sure that you don't get starved at the wrong time. The wrong time is almost always at the beginning. And now I have more than usual. start off with the World Tree. 2 World Trees. We're playing poker already. Twin Trees. Looks pretty, at least. You are having mana problems. That's a lot of planeswalkers already. Yeah, somebody else was having land problems. Alright. We should get red any time now. I don't usually display the last couple of games where either I'm not getting the land or my opponent's not getting the land. Generally speaking, I consider those to be uninteresting. They just happen so much of the time, but we're a little bit pressed for time today. So I've got to record and display the games as they come in. And maybe they were having some more mana problems themselves. So for the newer players that haven't experienced this yet, you can have days like this where either maybe alternately where you don't have anything go your way, and then you face an opponent, and the opponent gets just not enough mana to do what they wanted to do, and they scoop immediately. Alright, those last couple of rounds went by way too fast. Let me try one more round here just to try and show you some more of the cards and how they work together. Need 6 for you, and 5 for you. And they're not giving me any islands yet. Alright. He might be keeping rats on Death Touch guard duty because he's afraid I might have a haster. Okay, do I want to do anything yet? Amazingly enough, I don't. If you hear any extra noises, that's the resident cat jumping up into my lap. Evidently, he needs some attention. Okay, so he's the one who has haste. That's why we have this card. Okay, let's draw 4. And we're not going to discard that. We'll get rid of a couple of lands. That's 9 lands. No first strike on that one. Alright, let's bring down the big guy. Easy come, easy go. I tried to stop him. Alright, let's do this then. that card can be a problem. We're going to take that. Oh, there is an unsubstantiate in there. Okay, so we can mutate you. Put you under. We'll get to return this. And draw a card. Okay, next. I don't have any way to beef him up, do I? 3, 6, 7. All right, so that's all we're going to do. Some nice flyers going on there, buddy. No, you go up too. Getting low in life. Okay, this is what I needed. Do I want to discard a card and get another one? No, I'm just not sure what I'm going to get. It might just be another land. I don't want to throw away a potentially useful card against a land. Okay, he puts that one down because he doesn't want to discard. He's got 7 cards in his hand. Excellent. All right, so what we're going to do is put you on there, put you under. We'll return this, draw a card, use unsubstantiate on you. Yes, we have to discard a card. We will resolve it, discard that card. Come on. You go away. I get to attack. And draw another card. He's got 8 cards again. If there's no lands, he can only bring 1 down. Zorn! And he quits out of frustration because he can't do what he wants to do. Things were kind of touch and go for us, and you can see that we didn't necessarily have the biggest advantage, but this was the theme behind the deck. This is basically what we wanted to do, is we've got the unsubstantiate. Once we get one of them, then we use our Lord Dragus to keep bringing that unsubstantiate back. We just recast it, throw the biggest threat back up there, and you can see we were building slowly an arsenal so that we could just do more. We could fly over, hit him once, and get a card draw advantage. In the meantime, we had an unsubstantiate still in our hand. We had a pouncing shore shark to throw another creature back up when we needed to. And we had another Lord Dragus to bring back one of these unsubstantiates. So we had momentum, and we were probably going to win. Maybe he just saw the tea leaves a lot quicker than we did. But, you know, if he got another land and had a good removal card or something, you know, things could have changed. I guess he just wasn't willing to hang around. But I'm glad that I hung around to do this one extra match, just because that proved to be a perfect demonstration of these type of cards and why they're included in the deck and how they work together to give you just enough time and tempo so that the enemy gets frustrated. And that's what happens when you're playing during the week of frustration. All right, I'm going to leave it there in the interest of time. Remember to like and subscribe, help us out, help us grow, and come back again because there's always going to be another new deck right around the corner at Tpull's Corner. Have a good one.